Hi guys. Hi guys, it's Marshall and welcome to Wednesday. So I'm happy to be here back doing these things. So let's get into it. So if you've been following my posts here on my wall, you've likely noticed that we're talking a lot about this concept of receiving judgment. And this concept of receiving comes from my Brilliance of You material, which is a way of reframing the way we see the world and how we interact with it and with ourselves. So today we're going to get a little deeper on how we actually receive judgment without absorbing it. That's kind of a trick, because a lot of times we receive a judgment, whether it's approval or criticism, we make it true about ourselves. We internalize it. We absorb it. Hi, Jacqueline. And we make this about us. And that is absorbing. That's making it personal. And our real trick here with receiving judgment is to accept that it happened, to acknowledge it, but not go the next step. Is to go, oh, there it is, and set it aside and move on with your experience. It's literally that simple. If we try to do anything more with it, we usually get into analysis, we get into attachment, we get into trying to figure it out, control it. When reality, receiving just means I acknowledge that this exists, that this was the experience. And then you can receive how you feel about it. Oh, I didn't like that judgment. I received that. Oh, now what do I feel? What's happening now? And a way to move your thinking on from the experience that you're receiving is to ask a couple of questions. And these questions come from a system called access consciousness. And so you would go with a question like, well, that was interesting. What else is possible now? Or how does it get any better than this? Or what would I like to experience instead? And then we can receive that and begin choosing that kind of energy. Because the whole concept of brilliance is about congruency. It's about our internal alignment, mentally and emotionally and energetically, with what we want. Now, if I'm over here having, anxiety or fear, or promoting chaos, because that's where my energy and focus is, then I'm going to end up getting more of that in my life. I'm going to create it, I'm going to attract it, I'm going to end up with it. But what if I want peace? Well, the trick to that is to then start harmonizing with the energy of peace and then receiving whatever shows up. Literally whatever shows up. Because sometimes chaos will show up. Okay, that's cool. Now I can realign with peace. Oh, I got this thing that I don't like. Realign with peace. What it does is when we receive, it allows us to have space to receive more. But if we take in something, we make it personal, then we don't have space for the next thing coming. Instead, we're wasting our time trying to fix this, make it work right, and let it do its thing. When in reality, we could just set it down and open up and receive whatever else comes. Because everything belongs, but we don't have to keep it. Okay? So this is how we receive judgment. When a judgment shows up, we're like, that's neat, that's interesting, that's an interesting point of view. What else is possible now? How does it get any better than this for me? And allow yourself to open up and move forward. Literally that simple. And if we internalize it, we make it personal, let's receive that too. Ooh, I made that personal about me. What else is possible now? What else can I be open to? So that's how we receive. Embracing this ultimately gets us in contact with our actual being, our authenticity, the energy that makes us be. And that's really the secret goal I have here. When we get relaxed into who we are, and we're open to receiving whatever shows up, then we are available to receive ourselves and receive others as they are. Rather than keeping our relationships, we can receive them. Rather than trying to make a business work, we can receive its success. We can receive intuition, guidance, inspiration, clarity. We can get the things we need and want in life because we're available for it. So, if you ever have struggle with receiving, just go through this video. Use the questions I've given you and give it a shot. go out there and practice this, not just for a day or in an hour. Try it out for a week or two, maybe a month, and start seeing what changes for you in this. Because the clients I've put through the Brilliance of You course and the Codependency Confidence System all work with this concept of receiving, and those who do it and do it deliberately and do it, I would say, a little religiously, see results, and they see them fast. So, in fact, I had a client, Jacqueline, she had made a comment. She reached out to me, and she was dealing with a lot of illness in her chest, a lot of resistance, a lot of friction, and so we went through this process. I invited her to receive it all. I invited her to allow it all to belong, and her body let up. It started to relax. She started to get better, and she's recovered from that. So that's an option. I had another client that came to me, and they were really struggling with having a healthy, intimate relationship in their life. We did the same process, and now they're having that kind of experience for them. Another one dealing with a lot of debt, 6 figures in debt, did the same process, no more debt. Because they're willing to receive not only what's going on, what they don't want, but also what they've chosen, what they desire. If you want help with this, I can help you do that. We're getting ready for our next iteration of the Brilliance of You. It starts March 25th, and you can reserve your seat for $750. That's half off the going price. It'll launch here in about 3 weeks. If you want to do that, just PM me. We'll have a consult, and I'll get you connected to that. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you like the background. I like it. It's all nice, fuzzy thing. And if you want help in breaking free of codependency, definitely check out Codependency Confidence. The system works. I just had 3 clients join, and within a week, they're already seeing a radical difference within this level of shame they struggle with. In other words, they're going from like a 10 in shame to a 3 in shame, and they're starting to see their own value. So when you have the right tools and the right process, you can succeed. Okay? And I can get you that. So if you have questions about that, just reach out to me. I'll be glad to talk with you about how that can work for your life and what you're facing. So I'll see you guys in the next Facebook Live video. Go out there, apply this tool, see what receiving judgment works for you, what it does for you, how it changes your life. And we'll talk soon. Thank you guys.